Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press
Good morning, everyone. Oh. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinion. I am your host, Shawan Burns. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We have a lot of topics that we want to talk about. Actually, this show should be called The Runaround. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring up our super producer. Super producer, are you with me?
My goodness, such a warm welcome. Thank you. Very much.
Good morning to
Today
you.
good morning to you. Today is hump day.
Mhm.
Boy, that came quick. Next week, Thanksgiving,
I know, right?
that came quick.
You got guests coming over for Thanksgiving. I know you be burning it up on the ones and twos and the threes and the fours.
My brother is coming in,
Okay.
and my nephew will leave.
Okay.
So there'll be a few people here.
Okay.
I
That's
don't know.
good.
This might be my first year that I actually travel out of my house to go visit some people. So I may stop by a few folks' house this
Okay.
Thanksgiving, which I don't normally do. My mom is having some surgery next week, so
Mhm.
I don't know how that's gonna go as of yet. So we'll have
Okay.
to see. But
Okay.
Toy Mafia,
Toy.
always. Good morning to you.
Toy is
How
in
are
the building.
uh Kevin
Kevin.
Walker? Good
Kevin, good
morning.
morning.
Good morning to you. I've seen you on my page as well. Thank you. Good morning. Who else in
Kevin.
these comments? It's 16 of us in here. It's only 2 people speaking. That's what we on this morning. It's hump day, I know.
It's hump day. Everybody at work.
Or
They trying to
listen, I
get
don't
their
have my
work done.
right. I don't have my glasses on, so I
Yeah.
can't see.
You
Trying to
trying to
see.
see what that
Yeah,
look like?
somebody else might be speaking, but I can't.
uh,
But
I
listen, if you're in the comments, let us know. Let us know where you're watching us from, especially if it's outside of the United States. Let
yeah.
us know so we can shout you out what you got planned for Thanksgiving. Oh, no, wait. How did the birthday party go?
It went well. Yeah.
Okay.
It went
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
I seen you had a successful stream last night. I watched the replay. Miss Sherry on there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was really good. I liked it.
Yeah,
Enjoyed it.
you know, we out here are having to sit through these non-meeting meetings, which
I
I'm
mean,
confused
it's a little
about
ridiculous.
because the lawyer should be stopping this because it's electioneering. So, like, I'm confused as to why he is letting it go on, because if it's no quorum, it's no quorum. And
I think Tiffany enjoys them not showing up because so she could have no one dispute or combat her, so she could spill her little talking points for an hour and a half, and then you get online for another hour and a half and talk crap. So I
well,
think she enjoys this.
now for me personally, last night was a critical meeting. So I feel
Mhm.
like she cried before she got on the live that she was on. If you looked at her when she first came on, she looked like she had been crying. Um, because she's defeated, for one.
Mhm.
Um, and I say that because this was a crucial meeting because she wanted to appoint somebody to the vacant seat and then get all of these things passed. So she thought. So she thought she had chess moved the trustees until
Mhm.
they checkmated her and didn't show up.
So
And
their strategy is if they don't get someone appointed, the citizens will vote, or
yeah,
is
you
was
only
that right?
have a certain amount of days. They only have the board have a certain amount of days to appoint someone. Once
Mhm.
those amount of days have expired, it automatically goes to the residents. That's what happened in Tiffany's case.
So they have to have essentially a special election.
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
It's whoever's at the meeting that day. So
Oh,
whoever
okay.
comes into the meeting that day, if you want to be the trustee that's in that seat, then you stand up, I guess, and put your name in,
In the
and
hat.
then they vote. It's an open vote. So it's like a
Not,
raising of hand vote.
but the trustees are the only ones that's voting. Is that
No,
okay?
the
It's the
resident,
everybody that's in the audience.
whoever's
Okay.
in that room, they vote, except for the people who, are putting their name in. So,
Oh, okay.
whoever's
That's
in
what's
that
up. I like
room,
that.
yeah,
Hmm.
they vote. So, and absolutely, she had a plan and a strategic one to put someone in that seat. Um, go watch my live. Good morning, K Mac.
Came
Go
back
watch
in the
my live
building.
to find out who the super producer thought was going to be in the seat, what the plan was.
Oh yeah, I know. I
And
know
then,
who the plan was.
and
I
then,
seen people putting in the chat. They was agreeing like dots.
oh no,
She totally want him in the seat.
nah, she backed off of that plan.
Oh, who do you think?
She backed off of that plan. And I asked the people because we're not fully on board with the clerk. We all think that she's on
She
Tiffany's side.
flip flopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Hmm.
I asked the people, what if the clerk nominated somebody that was the clerk's friend, but ended up being they
Tiffany
all friends?
friend. Yeah.
But it would look like to the people
The clerk is the
that the
clerk.
clerk,
Yeah.
okay? So that was the play. And it got thwarted. And this was the last meeting of this month, the scheduled meeting. So because they have to put put in the schedule of meetings for the year. So,
Hmm.
and this was the last one. So the trustees don't have to be worried about getting reprimanded for attendance because any other meeting that she puts forth this month will be a special meeting, and if they don't show up, they won't be penalized. So,
Okay.
and it seems like, from what I was told, that the date for the residents to be able to vote is either December 6th or December 9th. So we're not that far from that. So even if she call a special meeting, they don't have to attend and they can wait until next month because we have Thanksgiving next week. So absolutely nothing will be happening next week. Um,
Hmm.
and so it'll be that resident vote. And
What was the deadline? Was she had 60 days?
yeah, I believe so.
60 days. Okay.
From the time that he put in his
T-
resignation.
Jones resigned. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so um yeah, so this is gonna be explosive because anybody that gets in the seat now, she know it's not gonna be on her side, especially if the residents put them there. Um,
You know what? I like that. That's because now you're saying the resident is not voted by who do you think oops, who do you think that's going to be in the office? The residents totally should have a say so. Is their money essentially, right? Their
yeah,
township.
I feel like it should be the residents say so this time because look what happened last time. So they can't, the residents can't really reprimand anybody but themselves uh for who
Oh
they
yeah,
are putting
who
this.
they voted for. Yeah, right.
So, lots of names being so on my page, I did a poll. Stephanie Wiederman won my poll on my page. So definitely, if she's in the building that night, she's
But
definitely
I know Stephanie. You guys like her, but when I look into I don't think a lot of people like her though in that area.
lots of people like her.
I hear a lot of hate.
Lots of
I
people
l-
like her.
I hear they like her, and then I hear other people don't like her.
Lots of people like her. She's definitely a contender for the
Okay.
seat. I mean, there's other
Does she
names.
want the seat though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't
Okay.
spoken to her, and I don't know. Maybe I'll have her back on my show and find out. Uh,
Okay.
but at this point, I don't know. I'm sure that she would accept it if the residents voted her, because she
Because
worked
she
at
don't
the township
necessarily
area.
have to nominate herself, right?
Right,
Somebody could just
right.
nominate her.
Right. Exactly. If she's in the room, she can be put forth. So definitely lots of names. It could be Stephanie Wiederman. It could be Mary Avant. It could be Nate Fields. It could be a myriad of people uh put forth in that room.
Who is Nate Fields? I
He is
don't.
running for supervisor
Okay.
uh of Thornton Township. And just to, let you all know, the seats, they will be in the seat only until the next election because the seat is up for reelection anyway.
Re-election.
So it'll just be until the election comes. Um,
Okay.
so good morning, Q out of the DFW. Good morning, Carrington. Um, Tiff got people to hate on her and others. Yeah, I mean, they don't like each other. That's known. Uh, but yeah, lots of people like Stephanie. I've met
Okay.
her. She's a likable person.
Okay.
There's nothing that's not likable about her. She's very knowledgeable about the township and how things work. She would be a smart play for the residents because she kind of already knows the inner workings from having been there for 20 plus years.
Yeah, she been there for like 20 in several positions.
Yeah, so she
25
would.
years, I think. She's like the first one that called Tiffany out on that campaign finance and stuff.
Yeah, she was the whistleblower that
Yeah.
really started it in the township.
Yeah, in the township. That
In the
$10,000 for that CARES Foundation. She
Uh-huh.
called her out on
Yeah.
that.
And so
And
she
then those shirts, I think she's the one who called her out on
Mhm.
that stuff.
I mean,
So,
after that was just a simple look, looking into everything else once that was exposed. But yeah,
mhm.
she did that.
Mhm.
And child, last night, that the only thing that makes me mad is the lawyer. It ain't even got nothing to do with her because he should automatically stop that and say, "Is no quorum. This meeting is adjourned." He is supposed
Mhm.
to be the judicial voice in that room, and he does
But
not
didn't
do it
Tiffany
every
say,
time.
"Oh, I know this is not a regular meeting, or this is not a she
And she
she
does, and at that
yeah."
point, he should say, "Okay, then, the meeting is adjourned. Let's go. Whatever you wanna say, you're gonna have to say it on your page because you cannot say it in this room."
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
the gathering was for the meeting,
Mhm.
and that's how it should be. Um, but yet and still, Q, she went on for 20 minutes in that 20 or 30 minutes in that meeting, and then another hour in her office crying about nothing. That she can't spend time with somebody else's husband. I make it make sense.
What?
She said in the rant that this is taking time away from me and my guy. No,
Oh,
you and
me and my
somebody
husband.
else's husband. Ain't nobody.
I
Ain't
thought they was divorced though.
they're still not divorced.
Oh, I thought they
Still in
divorce was
court.
final.
It's
I
still
thought
in
they
court.
divorce.
Believe me,
Okay.
she would have announced that. She would have announced that. It's
Hmm.
still in court. Go check me. It's still there.
Mm-mm.
It's still there because um he has still lying about his finances.
Oh, so she
I
trying to
mean,
get
the woman can't get get her
child support and
proper due
alimony support.
with this
Yeah.
man lying about his finances. So, I mean, that's the part that's holding up everything.
Mm-mm.
Um,
So what's our first story? You want to get to it?
huh? Oh,
You
first
want to get
story.
to yeah.
This was your story, so I
Okay.
haven't read it.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is kind of tragic. This young lady unalived herself. Let me just pull it up on my end because I wanna.
Is this the young lady?
Yeah, she unalived herself because they sent her the wrong results on her tests. The parents of a student who unalived herself after receiving an inaccurate exam results are calling for universities to provide better support. Married folks from Anglesey receiving an email on July the 2020 saying that she failed the assessment and could not progress to her third year even though she already sat and passed it. Only reason why I brought this up is because I think we have a mental health crisis on our hand. This is overseas, it's from BBC. But yeah, I think we have a mental health crisis on our hands. I don't think people are able to take not necessarily rejection, but like failure, and they don't know how to move past it. Um, Getting like negative results, even though the results was wrong. But I mean, how do we prepare our kids and adults? How do we prepare them to take disappointments instead of taking their life or somebody else's, you know? And that's the question I pose to the audience. I mean, um, what are we going to do like moving forward um, in like mental health? Like where do you see America with our mental health crisis, and what do you think we should be doing about our mental health crisis? Because it is a crisis that we're facing.
I just have a few questions still about this story. You
Hmm.
say this was overseas?
Yeah, in the UK.
And what exam was this? This was okay, a career as
As
a pharmacist. So this is a
pharmacy school, yeah.
pharmacy
Hmm.
exam.
Hmm.
Um, uh, you know, I feel like there is a lot of pressure to perform
Hmm.
uh, in general,
Hmm.
and whether it be here in the United States or anywhere. Um, and I absolutely think that that is a parenting flaw, if I can say that. Uh, I am a parent, so go off in the comments if you will. But I'm a parent of three. I don't have those type of pressures on my children. I don't tell them, um, "Oh, I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer, or you're going to be this, or you're going to be that." Absolutely don't. I mean, I tell my children that lots of the people that are millionaires now never even went to college. So it is possible for you to support yourself.
But that's not even now. That's just statistically speaking. A lot of them don't have college education.
Right, but
Like over
that's not
75% of them.
that's not what we teach our children. We teach our children that education, there's also something to be said for experience. I think that there needs to be a great balance. Yes, you need to educate yourself, but yes, you also need to have an experience. Uh, and I think that we are leading more pressure on the education portion than we are on balancing. You need to have experience in education. There
You talking about like life experience type of
life
thing?
experience working,
Okay.
um, whether it be a regular job or in the field that you want to be in.
Hmm.
Absolutely, getting some experience in the field that you want to go in, whether it be by internship or you starting at the low end or wherever that is,
Hmm.
just so you can be mentored and gain knowledge, and have some type of footing. Because for these young adults going out here today, they are definitely competing with not only people their age, but people our age too, because we're out of work too. So
And
that
we're
is
more experienced than them.
right. And that is a tough, climate to be in. Because a lots of companies feel like experience trumps, knowledge. And some companies now are you have to have that education and experience. Um, so what I think should be done about the mental health crisis, I absolutely think that this administration should put together some sort of package that allows access to free mental health wherever you live, wherever you are, whatever station you're at in life. I absolutely think that they need to put together some sort of package for that, for people to be able to gain access to counselors, to therapists, and if they need medication, to that for free.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Uh, it's a parenting flaw. I'm kind of hard on my kids because we're raising black boys, so we're kind of hard on them. That slacky, like, oh, I didn't finish my homework. No, we don't do that. We finish everything that's assigned to us, and we do it to the best of our ability. Now, my one son, he's real advanced in like mathematics and science, so I'm more strict on him about, you know, following. Hey, these are your assignments. This is what you have to do. And I'm strict on them younger, only because when they get into high school in that teenage, they already have that discipline. Hey, I need to finish this or whatever. And as far as experiences, yeah, they have. Well, one of the things that my husband always say is it's a must that you have your education. And it's a must you'll be able to protect yourself. Those are the two things. If you can't protect yourself, and if you can't take care of yourself, then we failed as parents. So um, those are the one requirements we have. And then of course, we try to give them the option. Okay, what type of extracurriculum activities that you would like to pursue. And as far as disappointment, see, when you raise your kids up and they're different than you're raising, it's kind of hard to say, hey, you need to toughen up, and they're being um what is the word, they're not raised in the way or in such a way that you were raised. Because like me and my husband, we were raised in poor families. We grew up poor, like dirt poor. And but my children, I mean, we're middle class, and they practically they don't want for nothing. They don't have to worry about the lights getting shut off or not having enough food. So their um oomph is a little bit different than ours. They don't have that oomph, and I don't know how to describe it. Um, so it's like the disappointments that they see is like we would say, oh, that ain't nothing, and it's totally something because they're living their life. We brought them up in a way different way, and we're saying, oh, that ain't crap. Like my son was trying to explain to me, something happened to him at school. I'm like, you getting mad about that? Like, so it's like, since we old school and we was raised different, we kind of got to meet them where they at. So me and my husband kind of talk like, yeah, we maybe want to back off on this point and try to switch up, of what we're telling them, so I don't think it's no exact way to parenting. I don't think it's a strict guidelines of like, oh, you should be doing this and this and this, because I think all kids are different. It all depends on who's raising them and what type of environment you're raising them in. So, but mental health, I think it's, but I mean, for someone to just take their own life, I think this individual probably had some other things that was going on with her, you know.
I absolutely think that, like I said, on these college campuses, they definitely need access to free mental health. Um, because some of them are in situations where they come from a poor family, and if they don't perform there, um, then it's like the family is resting on their shoulders. And maybe that was her case. And so we definitely need to teach our children better coping skills as well.
Hmm.
I know my parents, didn't have good coping skills because they were dirt poor. And so they fought their way out of poverty. And I grew up in a middle class home with both my parents in the home. And so I didn't go through too many stressors. I mean, other than my parents being those parents that wasn't buying mainstream things, I was never hungry. I never, uh, went without shoes. However, when I became a parent, my kids have experienced all those things, being hungry, not having,
Hmm.
so being homeless.
Hmm.
But as a kid, I never experienced that.
Hmm.
I'm a single mother. My mother
Hmm.
was not a single mother.
Hmm.
Um, so I absolutely try to, and my kids right now, they're experiencing, and I thank God every day for this, and I'm so proud. They are not experiencing uh, that
Any
anymore.
struggles? Yeah.
And so, their life is on a pretty even keel now. So they're able to focus on what they need to focus on. Do we have problems? Yeah, there is no manual to raising kids. I don't feel like there's a manual. You do what you know. You do what is best for your family unit, and that's what you have to work with. So uh, I
Hmm.
do think it's important to let kids know if you try your best and do your best, even if you fail, it's not a failure.
It's not a failure. Yeah.
And I think that really needs to be driven, uh,
Hmm.
because in her case, obviously that was not driven, and I'm thinking to myself, okay,
Well.
should she not take the exam again? Was this her last time? Because
Well,
some of these exams have those, limits. You can only take 3 in this span of time, and then you gotta wait a year, you
I
know?
I, I think pharmacy school. I don't know about the UK. I think pharmacy school is like that. You're not able to advance to the next level if you don't pass the exam. But we can't say that, her parents didn't say, you know um hey, you did your best, blah blah blah. Maybe she's one of those children or child that don't have, she's, freaks out on everything, or maybe she was just stressed out at the time. You know, I, I just feel bad, for that. I had a cousin, um what was it? Maybe about 10 or 12. It might have been 20 years ago. I would say about 20 because it was before I got married. He ended up taking his life, and he was a teenager. And I could just remember he was one of those kids, very bright, really good grades. He was the star of his basketball team, and they could never figure out why did he do this. It was always a question, because it was like, he had so much potential. He was just on the right path, on the outside looking in, but we don't know what he was feeling on the inside. It's really heartbreaking when you see like a young person, that feel like that maybe they're alone, or I'm not for sure. It's just unfortunate, you know.
Well, I want to say if you're experiencing any type of suicidal thoughts, please reach out to someone. There are numerous hotlines that you can reach out to. Also, if you're in school, reach out to your counselor. My counselor when I was in school was a great resource, and I was able to talk to them easily. But reach out to someone, anyone.
And
Reach
it's
out to
it's 988. I guess that's the hotline. They could text it or call it 988. It's just I don't know if you ever heard of that
oh,
phone number
I ch-
before.
I got rid of it. I got rid of the thing. Was it at the bottom?
No, I didn't put it up. I
Oh,
just said 988. That's what I just Googled it.
988.
988, yeah, they could call it or text it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you all reach out if you're having, and you're definitely not alone. You definitely don't have to go through whatever it is you're going through alone. Someone can work through it with you.
Hmm.
Uh, Next story is some smashed tea. No, I'm joking. That's a weird. That's a weird ad. Shaquille O'Neal passes on offer to fight Dwight Howard. Gotta have more than one ring to get in the ring with me. Child, I don't even think that that's a proper matchup, if you ask me.
With Dwight Howard and
Correct.
I don't
I don't
know.
think that
I
that's
don't know what's Dwight Howard's stats or physique.
I ain't even talking about his physique. I'm just talking about his ability to stand up
I-
correctly, because we all know. Okay, anywho. But yeah, I don't think that's a proper matchup because I feel like Shaquille would crush him even if he had enough rings. I still don't think Shaquille would do it. Shaquille plays all day. So I don't still don't think. And what do y'all think? Y'all get in these comments. Do y'all think Jake Paul started this whole now we're gonna be seeing all of these
Celebrity fight.
fake boxing matches for
He didn't start.
entertainment?
He didn't start this phenomenon. I mean,
No,
he's
I'm not talking
just
about starting this phenomenon, but I'm just talking about, now it's reemerging. Is
okay.
he gonna start this, new thing where you call out somebody, child? Because I'm finna call out Shawan and I'm finna knock her straight out. Girl, we
Girl,
finna
you
be,
can't. You can't see me in the
we
ring.
finna, we finna be in a second.
I got a boxing thing downstairs. I box all the time.
But is that what's about to start? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I don't know if you remember. It started like maybe 10, 15 years ago, where these stars would call out each other and they get into the ring, and then it started to YouTubers started to do like these sparring matches. But I think what's the guy name? His baby mama ended up passing away from a botched surgery.
Oh, DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly, he was in the ring boxing somebody.
And that was pure comedy. Because he cracked me up so bad. Like, just his voice when he talks cracks me
Yang,
up.
yang, yang, yang. You
Yes,
know,
and
it
when
would,
he be
yeah.
like, "Man, man," like, it just crazy. He just cracks
With
me up.
your looking at with your looking at ass.
I
That's what
would
he
I would lose
always
to
say.
him. I would lose to him either way because I would be laughing too hard to watch him because he would do something that would just be so stupid that I would just be like, "Man, go ahead, you won."
Right.
'Cause this is I can't, so, well, you know, I
I
feel like
yeah, maybe so. I think so. You're
yeah,
right.
I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people are gonna start being like, "Oh, uh-oh, let's see, somebody Gary done came out the bushes.
Chris
Gary
Rock versus Will Smith.
Gary Gladys came straight out the bushes. Gary don't talk much every now and then." It said, "Let's see Chris Rock and versus Will Smith." Oh, that'll be devastating. First of all, because Will Smith slapped him. That was a slap heard around the world.
Hey,
But
Chris
second of
Rock
all
is my size.
but second of all, Will Smith played Muhammad Ali. So he absolutely going in there with a whole bunch of knowledge from that movie. He finna knock Chris straight out. And Chris is DC Young Fly in the fight, by the way, because
Yeah, little small, little scrawny
he would
thing.
have to be. He probably would be cracking jokes the whole time, and it just would not be a fight.
He'll probably have to run around the ring.
That is insane. That is insane. But I mean, I don't think I would watch it, but I'm sure a lot of people would because of that slap and because Chris never got his lick back. So
Chris said he wasn't gonna get his like he was he would think about calling the cops.
Chris took a dive like Mike Tyson, if you ask me, because that was crazy. Because you're not, absolutely not. You're not gonna walk up in me on stage, and I'm just like, yo, hey, Will, no, why are you walking up here?
Yeah.
No, whatever. So
yeah, that was bold. The way Will Smith did.
what other matchups y'all want to see? What other matchups y'all want to see?
That is so
Let me tell you what I want to see, and y'all gonna laugh. I want to see Carisha and Glorilla. That's what I want to see.
Are they beefing out though? Are they beefing out?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
you
just
want
want
to
to see that as a
fight.
matchup. I want to see Carisha and Glorilla, because
That's a different weight class though. Carisha
No,
look like she got more meat.
No, they're
Okay.
the same.
Okay.
I want to see that fight because Carisha be talking mad junk like she can fight, and Glorilla, you know she hood. So
Yeah,
I know
Glorilla look like she could throw them paws.
Okay. She look like she gonna take you down by any means necessary, and I love the way she talks. She talks
Yeah, I like her. Yeah.
and she cracks me up. And so I want to see that fight. I want to see Carisha versus Glorilla. And
Carisha probably just
come on, give me that
tickets.
Meg Thee Stallion versus Winnie Harlow too.
Okay,
I'll
that
watch
would be
that for real.
That would be good.
Like I would be like
Meg the Stallion, she probably can't fight though.
I don't know. She works out allegedly.
Just because you work out, that don't mean you could throw bows.
Party said she don't work out. Party said getting a BBL or getting plastic surgery and then going to the gym like you take workout is wild.
Say it's not the same. Those two things are not equal. Surgery and workout. They try to make it like, look at me, I'm working out. Look at my butt.
That's what he said. She be doing so.
She working it out at the surgeon office.
That what he said. And they cracked me up when I seen it. I said, okay, dokie.
But you know, Meg, she posted videos of her workout regimen.
Yeah. I mean,
she looked pretty fit. She looked pretty fit. They don't look like.
I don't think that she doesn't work out. I mean, I don't know because he dated her, so he should know. No.
Oh, he dated her.
Oh, Party. That was her ex-boyfriend after Party.
I don't even
Party. His name is Party, and when they broke up,
he started blasting her.
I think she started with him first, and so then he said, "Oh, cool."
we gonna go there.
He said, "Oh, cool."
I was trying to be cordial.
And going to the gym like you work out is wild. I said, I'm finna follow little snakes. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all get on social media and y'all start arguing with somebody, don't take it offline. You keep that right online because I need to know what happened at the end. Okay? If you're going to put us in the group chat, keep us in the group chat until it's done because I need to know what happened at the conclusion of the matter. So
you know, a lot of people, be giving out smoke, and then when somebody smoked them like horribly, they be like, "Dang, why you hit me that hard?" Then they want to get offended. You started it.
Listen, y'all seeing this suspect challenge? The suspect challenge where you go running and you say suspects, whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, a dad and a daughter did it at night. This little girl, she's 5 years old. She ran first. The dad said, suspect is 5 years old and still pees in the bed. The little girl said, oh. So he ran. She said, suspect go to the liquor store every day. I said, Now, he out there, then he gonna snatch the phone for her, talking about something. No, we done. She said, nah, it's my turn. You should know
See?
better
And
than to
you know
play that
kids is
game
going
with
to
the kids.
expose all your
Because that's
skeletons.
what they know. They know your butt.
Yeah, they
I would
know.
never
They
play
be
the game with kids.
evaluating you and observing.
And you never gonna catch the super producer playing that game with my children. Never.
Uh,
Okay? But he did it and he learned the hard way. You see the mama won't out there playing. Because the mama was like,
the mama like, no, you ain't about
y'all
to
playing
get
such
one.
and such? Absolutely
Say
not.
no, I ain't
He
about to
get out
get
there.
my feelings hurt from a 5-year-old.
Listen, he the one. Good morning, menu with the thing. Yeah, how are you?
Opinion
You
with
see you.
opinion in the building.
First of all, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He went for the jugular and didn't know that she had the knockout punch.
Oh my
He
God.
said, suspect, and she was running. You know, this is how the challenge go. The person run, and then you say something about them. She starts running, and he says, suspect, suspect 5 years old and still pee in the bed. It was her face when he said it. After he said it, she started running. She said,
Oh no, you didn't.
that's how.
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
didn't, Daddy.
She said, it's your turn. She took the phone. He started running. She said, suspect go to the liquor store every day. He was like, give me the phone. She was like, give you the phone. This I said, yes. Yes. Diabolical. I would never. Play that game with my siblings. Play that game with my friends. My
Not your
children,
kids, no.
they live in this house. They know all types of things.
Yeah.
They might not speak on them because they're children, and I wish you would in my house. But when you're playing a game and you tell them it's okay, it's a game. There, they going there. You go there, they going lower. They not going Michelle Obama. Okay, they not going Michelle Obama. They going down to the ground.
They
And so are
already
you.
crawling on you.
Okay, and so are you. So are you. All right, this is your story right here, Cynthia.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this story.
Stand up, take my people with me. Ain't that her
Okay.
song?
Yeah, that's her song. So she
Yeah,
has a very unlikable energy.
we are
Wicked
going
actress
to a
Cynthia.
new home.
Are you
I love
done?
that song.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
Wicked actress Cynthia Erivo's past disrespectful tweets resurface ahead of a film with Ariana Grande. Now you know she was in Wicked. I believe she played Harriet Tubman. She was in the film Aretha Franklin and Ingenious, and they're saying she's a Nigerian and British roots, but critics says her remarks on social media shows disdain for Black Americans, even as she takes the roles that center Black American stories, and they're calling her being very anti-Black. Okay, some of the tweets that they're talking about.
Are they here in this article? Let me scroll down to them.
Yeah, they're in the article. One of the tweets that were added to the fiery uproar dates back in 2013 when she
Not
said using
2013.
yeah the ghetto American accent, but went to on writing using African American vernacular. Okay, in 2013. I suppose this is a tweet that she wrote. I suppose I should really make an attempt to record signal properly. See some of the stuff I don't understand, but
Signal, I believe,
virtual
possibly was a
signal.
song.
Oh, what now?
Possibly. She has an album. So
Okay.
possibly it was a song, maybe on her album. I'm gonna check that while you
Oh, okay, okay. And then a Caucasian friend responded to the tweet writing, or attempt to sing to me daily. And Joe Tog, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's responded, ghetto American accent, baby, you know I got you. I'ma sing it to you, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You feel me? I don't know
I don't know.
about it.
It sounds like lyrics to a song. I don't think it's her song. I think it's a song that she did a collaboration on. Because I'm looking at her songs and uh
You don't see it.
I don't see that there.
Okay, and then it says where there's this Cynthia wants to play a black famous American while disrespecting black Americans. That's my issue. That's what one person tweeted, and I would say it. She said it would say it looked lot of hard work to get to this place, and I didn't take it lightly. I love this woman, and I love black people. Full stop. It would do me no service if or it will be like hating myself. Now, what do you feel about this? Because I don't know if you ever spoken with someone that's like really I wouldn't even call them pro black. They're like foundational black Americans when they're talking about um taking acting roles or actress roles from black Americans. You really see a lot of that even on Clubhouse. I don't know if you ever were you ever on Clubhouse?
Never was on
Okay,
Clubhouse. I
never on
hated
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Absolutely hated
Um,
Clubhouse.
they will host rooms and it would be like a black British Americans or black, not black British or black Europeans versus black Americans. And it seemed like they have a hate towards each other, even though both of them are black, but they're just from a different, you know, they live in a different country. And I noticed that, you know, even I mean, I could pull it up, but I came across one girl that I follow, and she's really pro-black American, and she was saying that, oh, they trying to force this ugly bee down our throat. And they were talking about Cynthia, you know.
Wow.
So I'm not for sure. I don't know what that the whole thing come from, where that thing come from. I mean, the hate between each other. I'm kind of confused.
Um, for me, it is a cultural divide.
Okay.
I feel like um, blacks that grow up in England or not from the United States,
Mhm.
um, I feel like they feel that
Mhm.
they are what word can I use? Mannered, well mannered.
Like sophisticated or
Um,
whatever.
their upbringing
Mhm.
is superior
Mhm.
to the counterpart, which is United States. Um, I don't know, Minion, that it's a Hollywood thing for me. I strictly feel like it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural divide where over here, United States, blacks that are over here in the United States are looked down upon by them because we do certain things. I guess, sort of what you be talking about, Shawan, when you say that we glorify certain things over here that they don't would never glorify over there.
Mhm.
So for me, it's a cultural thing where they feel like they're superior because of their upbringing,
Mhm.
and what they're exposed to over there versus what we're exposed to over here. I feel like if we keep focusing on our differences, we're never going to come together. Because while you grew up overseas and I grew up over here, guess what? The treatment's still going to be the same because our color of our skin is still the same.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, Hollywood. let me put Millions comments up. Hollywood depicts black people like ratchet ghetto ebonics speaking people with no education. Yes, they do. So overseas they see a whole bunch of propaganda. But at the same time, those are the movies that we put out. So you can't you can't be too upset with them if that's what we're putting out over here. Uh
And one, we're putting out, and then number two, we support it. So I mean,
I
if we
mean, I
didn't
ain't gonna say
support it,
we
they wouldn't.
I can't say
Well,
we support it because not everybody supports that. I don't take my kids to, you know, ratchet movies. Uh
okay,
I mean, I
okay.
just don't, but
hmm
and I don't feel like everybody does. Um,
I mean, I'm not talking about. What can I say about that? I'm not saying like, um, you know, that's the only thing that we like to see. Well, just for example, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, I know a lot of people get mad at Tyler Perry because of the type of movies he make, because he always portray the men in a no good light and the woman downtrodden and got abused or something. So Tyler Perry get a lot of, slack from that. But then you have the other side of the coin of Tyler Perry. He keeps a lot of black actors and actresses working. You see what I'm saying? But um as far as support, we do. Tyler Perry wouldn't put out those type of movies if people wouldn't, you know, actually watch it. So you got to give people what they're wanting. You get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, uh, that is culturally his life. That's what he experienced growing up as a kid. Um, Especially those Medea movies. That is what he experienced from his grandmother. That's who his grandmother was. I mean,
So he's not allowed to make any other, if he's a creator.
oh, he is. I mean, and he is
Okay.
making lots of other things now. Um,
Okay.
that I see. And he's been in lots of other movies that don't even involve any type of comedy, that are,
Mhm.
serious movies.
Mhm.
Um, but I find it hard for you to be an authentic creative if you don't never really put your true self into what it is that you're doing. So
I don't know about that.
I mean, how that wouldn't come across as authentic if he did something. For me, it would feel forced, and you would see it um on the screen. It would be a forced thing.
So
Um,
are you saying all, like, it's just even successful movies, just say big screen movies, you're telling me like the person that wrote the movie had this experience, or maybe they just conjured it up?
I feel like in some cases, I mean, every idea has to come from somewhere. It
Okay.
can't just be conjured. It has to be, I feel like it has to be some sort of experience that either you had or somebody that you know had. An
But
idea.
why do I have to know you? That's what I'm trying to get down. Why? So you're saying an experience that a person has, or you knew of the person that had this experience? That's the
I mean,
only type of movies that will look authentic.
for me, those are the only type of movies that I really am drawn to.
Okay.
Not that it don't look authentic to other people. They just not interested. I just don't. Those be the movies I be falling asleep on when I feel like it goes too far into something that they.
Haven't had experience
You're
with,
right.
or they just making it
Writing
up or something.
writing is on a different level when it's something that you have experienced. When it's something that you have experienced, you take great care in how you formulate the scenes, what the people are saying in the scenes. Sometimes I watch these movies, and I feel like, okay, that's absolutely not something somebody would say.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
that's just me. Not saying that other movies can't be made or written that people have an experience that they can't conjure up in their head. Absolutely can. And probably are. I just don't. I feel I put them in a fantasy category. You
So,
know,
but
they're
you're talking about a certain genre type of movie. Is this
well,
what
I'm
you're
just talking
saying?
about in general. When somebody
Okay.
writes something, if I don't feel like it, I just put it in the fantasy type of genre in my mind. In my mind, I'm saying this is I could tell whoever wrote this really never been through this because there's no connection that comes from the screen to me. It doesn't invoke any type of feeling from me. I'm
Okay.
just watching a movie.
Okay.
That's what
Cynthia was not qualified to play Queen of Soul. It should have been a foundational Black American. Although she did a competent job, no culture in Africa can compare to a foundational Black Americans.
Gary, you coming out them
Y-
bushes today, son.
Yeah,
Okay, you coming out the bushes.
um, I agree with Gary. However, I do not believe that an actor cannot play any type of role. Um, I agree with Gary on the extent like we have so many foundational Black American actors and actresses that probably very well could play the role just as well as um what's her name, Cynthia. So I mean but I'm like on the fence about it. Like I'm
Gary,
not like
let me ask you a question.
mhm.
You did not feel a connection to Cynthia on that screen because she could not give the role any soul because she didn't grow up over here. She didn't grow up experiencing the life that the Queen of Soul did. For me, that role totally should have been played by Fantasia. Totally. Oh,
um but what do you say about and this is a question to Gary. Did you watch Snowfall, super producer?
no, I did not.
Uh, Gary, did you watch Snowfall, that series? It was written by who wrote Snowfall? He passed away. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Mm-mm.
The producer that passed away, and he wrote Boys in the Hood and
Oh,
uh,
John something.
John
Singleton.
Singleton. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Damson Idris. So how do you feel about him? And he's not foundational Black American, but he played the hell out of that role.
I
He
didn't
put,
watch that. So you talking to Gary, right?
yeah, Gary. So just he played Franklin
Oh, I
Saint.
know the actor that you're talking about, and
Mm,
I know the show that you're talking about.
hmm
Um,
And
and
he's not foundational Black American. Yeah, Damson Idris, a
yeah,
British guy. Yeah, and
I know.
he played the hell out of that role. So um, and Franklin Saint, you know,
Also, I
it,
feel like
mhm.
you can tell when an actor or an actress cares about the role. So I feel like for him, he did a lot of outside research,
Studying.
a lot of studying, a lot
Mhm.
of uh maybe connecting with people over here that uh he wouldn't normally connect with to try to, because some people you can tell that they take their craft very seriously and they're going to do their research, they're going to do their due diligence, they're going to immerse themselves, and I feel like that's something that he totally did. He also could have done it over in England because they have ghettos, they have
Yeah, you're
that
right.
type of
And they have a lot of me and my husband, we love their some of their
yes,
movie
many he's
specials.
British too.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Remember we were talking about the series Idris Elba played in
He played in a whole
The
bunch of
Wire.
yeah, he played
Remember he
in
was in The
Wire.
Wire?
He's had this series called Luther, I believe.
Yeah, well, Luther was based in the UK,
Yeah,
but The Wire was based like what? It was the Bronx or New Jersey or
I feel like
somewhere.
Luther was based in the UK, but it was loosely based on American. The way that it's
Like a
written is
okay,
like based, on something, in America.
American type thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Idris
Gary,
Elba, he plays
Gary, we connected today, Gary. He said exactly. And yes, Fantasia. No, I did not watch Snowfall. Other actors can play some of our people, not legends. I
okay.
agree with
Okay,
that.
I see what you're saying.
I agree with
Okay.
that. I feel like they can play roles of Americans, but I feel like Gary, it should not be uh
Like our
s-
people that we talk
right.
about in history
Icons.
books. Yeah,
Our
icons.
icons.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that because we wouldn't go over there and play none of their icons. Like even if we could.
Do they have any icons over there? No
I'm not
shade to the
gonna start that war.
UK.
I'm not gonna start that
No
war.
shade.
Y'all
But
keep
no,
shooting shade
but
at me.
say what
But yep,
icons
they
do they have
win
over
and
there?
not live those roles. But frankly, a lot of people are just not good actors, so they get British and African actors to play. Yeah, because they're more serious about their craft. They're well disciplined, um, and they're not caught up in a lot of controversy. I noticed that a lot. The actors here are so caught up in controversy, and they're so in the media about dating this person and dating that person.
And
And
not only that, they trying to act like they're bigger stars than what they are. Like,
mm,
no
again,
little stank.
I
You
didn't
go
push
get this
you.
pay.
So listen, if any of you American actors are watching, I didn't do it. Don't come for Super Friends.
These views and these views and
Belong,
opinions
belong to her.
belong to super producer.
No, they don't. They belong to you.
She told me to say it.
The lies,
She told-
the lies, and the unmitigated gall. No, ma'am. So, but yeah, I feel like these things are resurfacing now. This stuff is from 2013. Let this lady live. My God.
Yeah, why they pull that out? But she was just on Jimmy Fallon, and I think that's why. And she's coming out with the movie, and I think that's why they're like
Yeah, but we always
trying
do
to
that.
cancel her.
We
They
always
trying to
do that
cancel her before
whenever
she get her
somebody
career started.
her career already been. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me.
See, I don't
Now
know that.
tell me that y'all was not bopping to that, and that please don't stop playing with me.
I
That
didn't
lady
see
is
that
very
movie.
talented. That
I
lady
didn't
is
see that.
very talented. Okay,
I didn't see that movie, but
what? The
no.
Harriet Tubman movie was insane. I didn't like the fact that she played Harriet Tubman, but
See,
man,
that's why I
I'm
couldn't
telling you,
watch
that
it.
one role that she
Mhm,
played the heck out of.
mhm,
Now she's
mhm.
a great actress. I ain't taking that from her. Not taking that
Okay.
from her at all.
Well, the
And
foundational Black
and
Americans are really upset with her.
and she is a great
Singer.
songstress. Ooh,
Oh,
the
songstress.
way I be around the house singing that song, making my kids do chores, insane. My kids be so mad. I say, "Can you dump the trash?" They say, I said, "So I'm gonna stand up."
Uh-uh.
This what you gonna do to your ancestors? Get that trash out of here.
They probably like, my trash has nothing to do with ancestry.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
what?
a lie. 'Cause I know my mama had to take out the trash. You better take out the trash. But yeah, so I don't feel like, I feel like she can play roles, and they often do now they're getting more and more British actors to play Americans, if you're not aware. Um, because they're more disciplined. I just feel that they are really more disciplined, and they're able to stay out of
Trouble and stuff.
controversy.
Mhm,
They really are.
mhm.
Um, I truly have to take your word for it. I just won't go to the movies anymore. Okay, well, Q, we live in an age you don't have to go to the movies because listen, the day
You
after they
stream it.
drop it in the movies, it's right on your
Yeah.
platforms. It's
On
on all the
Prime and
platforms.
Peacock
Hulu,
and
Paramount Plus, I got all of them. I barely take my kids to the movies because we can watch it at home. Okay,
mhm.
but I do take them to the dinner theater. We do love going there, so we go there and watch
Oh,
movies.
that's
If it
nice.
ain't there, because that's like the cleanest movie theater now. I think during COVID, because
Mhm,
no one was attending the movie theaters because of COVID,
mhm.
they really went down on cleaning and taking care of the movie theaters. So a lot of them are dirty, nasty. The seats are horrible. So that stuff give me the heebie-jeebies, y'all. Y'all don't know on Super Producer. Super Producer have germ phobia. Okay,
We go to Imagine a lot. It's like
we have one of
really
those out
nice.
here.
Yeah.
This one we go to Hollywood Palms out here,
Mhm.
and it serves drinks, mixed drinks, and drinks for the adults. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah. Imagine
y'all
that's
want to
they
go to the
sell
movies?
mixed drinks too.
Amen. We going to
Mhm.
the movies. I might even get us in an Uber Black
Okay.
because when I get there, I'm having several drinks. Y'all watch whatever you want. Okay. This my time. Y'all go ahead, watch whatever, sit wherever you want. This my time. I'm finna have a couple of drinks. And boy, those drinks hit the spot. Uh yeah, lots like that's not a thing for me. So all of these women out here with these, they ain't going these certain places for these dates, they be tripping. But anyway, yeah, I think it's very shameful that they're bringing up something from 2013 about this
13.
lady.
Mhm.
It is 2024. We about to go on 2025. She might not even be that person anymore. She might have learned her lesson. I mean, it's lots of things that those overseas actors have to learn when they come over here. You know, they have to learn what is what do you call it? What's the word?
Acceptable or
Not just
culturally acceptable, is it?
not just acceptable, but what is I don't know the word I want to use. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Uh it's hard to say. But they have to learn what's not insulting. That's the word that I wanted to use. They have to learn what's insulting to this culture, you know. And so once they do
But
that,
sometimes I feel like black people are real hypersensitive off of everything too.
I mean, you do realize you black, right? You including yourself or just
Yeah, I think I said black people. Black
oh,
people
okay.
like
I mean, you be
us.
saying it like you okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you be saying it like that. That don't apply. Okay, I'm just checking.
No, it applied to me.
Oh, okay. So no, hmm, I don't know. I don't know really. I think that when you offend someone, you offend them. And I don't think that people from overseas really understands what offends us. You know, because they have a different way of living and a different culture that they adhere to. And you think that we are more sensitive.
I think so, yeah. I think
I mean, and
black folks are more
that
sensitive.
may very well be true.
Mm.
Uh, just because of the difference in treatment. Um, the
What do you mean?
difference because over there
Hmm.
they may not experience as much discrimination as we experience over here. And I'm gonna say this 20 minutes from me is this little place called Downers Grove.
Hmm.
At a Panera a couple of days ago, a woman who appeared to be white, there were some Palestinians that were in line at the Panera. She gonna ask the man if he's Palestinian and begins to berate him and even threw her coffee on him.
What they gotta do? What?
Where they do that at? So I feel like, and then come to find out, she was not even from here either. She's
Where was
Russian.
she from?
I think she's Russian. Uh, but see how the cultural, just because the man from Palestine, what the world he got to do? What idiot at? He over here living his life like you over here living your
Well,
life,
she maybe something,
and
you know.
she not supposed to be here either. And that listen,
Both of y'all illegals.
she's like in her 60s, late 60s, 70s, and she's been charged with a hate crime.
Well,
She's
I can
being
see
charged
that.
with a hate
Yeah,
crime,
yeah,
as she should.
yeah.
But look at the cultural thing that sparked all that. We're entitled MFs over here.
We are though. We,
Interesting. I don't know if we are
Opinion with
entitled.
opinion with opinion. I agree with that.
I don't know if we're entitled. I think that over here we enjoy freedoms that other people don't.
That's called entitlement.
No, I don't. Because I enjoy freedoms that other people don't, that makes me entitled. I don't act entitled.
No, because you try to, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying us. We try to go over to another country and
Oh, I ain't.
to expout those or exert the same freedoms that we have over here than
Nah,
over in another country, and
that's
then
not.
get locked up. They
Well,
get
I don't
locked
know.
up.
That's not me. That might be a lot of people, and you all could be correct that people feel entitled, but that's not me. If I go out of the country, I'm trying to learn their customs and what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. Just because I don't want to offend them in there where they live. So, and I'm over there, and I definitely cannot guarantee my safety while I'm over there. So I better know what is proper and what is not proper. And I even teach my children what is proper and what is not proper when we go somewhere. And we talk about it all the way there, even on the plane. But yeah, I guess I see that. But
Mhm.
it's because we enjoy freedoms that other people do not. So, like I said again, I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing.
Minion with opinion talking about labor laws.
That's why the English blacks have better work ethics.
I get what you're saying because if you really think about it, even with labor laws, if we're thinking about that, I don't know what their labor laws is in the UK, but if you're talking about like even in Africa, I was watching a video where these guys was working in a plant and something was wrong, like some type of like they couldn't breathe or something that they couldn't do work anymore. The foreman was trying to beat them up to keep on working. Like, what is going on here?
Mm.
So, and they can't do that over here. We have OSHA and all other,
We have a lot of
legal
entities over here.
legal
You probably
things
don't.
that companies cannot break labor laws for us to work. So
Q says, trust me, I've lived in several countries and they look at us different in highest exponent. We do, as a whole, carry a condescending attitude like everyone should be like us.
and I don't think so. I don't think we should be like that though.
Gary said, Gary, but Gary,
Gary,
Gary, we friends today, Gary. Gary, you straight out. This must be something you like to talk about because you straight out these bushes today. I don't know that first word, but acclimated
I
and
think
assimilated. I was in Jamaica and I was treated better as an American than locals. Y'all
Yeah.
remember when teachers could beat your child?
Yep.
How old are you, man? Absolutely not.
I got a spanking when I was in
Absolutely not. You better not be
third grade.
playing. I mean, my daddy is flying to that school like the
A
police.
lady spanked my hand when I was like in second or third grade.
Sorry, Carrington. Carrington said he have no knowledge because Carrington usually you be in it. I ain't gonna let the people. Usually you be in it. When my mom was growing up, yes, because my mom grew up in the South. So, and we didn't. I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in Virginia, what some people consider the South, but we didn't. We didn't get no none of that at daycare.
Corporal punishment.
At daycare, yeah, but school, not at all. But my mom
In
did.
Chicago, they did.
My mom did. I wasn't here, so if
Chicago, they was spanking you.
If that's the case, that's wild, but okay. Because now I can't see that now. Because listen, baby, the way these parents would fly to that school in their pajamas and their bonnet with no bra on is crazy. Been there, try that. All right, y'all. We wind into the last of our topics. Hell, the principal had what? Had that paddle still got PTSD from it. I never got a paddle in that school, but I chastised at home. Yeah, that was me. So we never got that at school, but at home, that's what we got. And like I said, don't you if a boy, the way my dad would fly to that school like the police was chasing him would be insane. So no. Okay. And this is funny because I'm gonna put this up here with this on there.
Oh my God.
Now, this wasn't up there when I first brought the article up, but
I think that Google be listening to you. We need a class action lawsuit against Google because how in the world did you get there? Anyway,
That's crazy.
all right. Next and last topic, because there are so many conversations that we are about to have about this one man again. I know he is sitting there feeling like Tiffany Henyard saying, y'all just want me for clicks, likes, and views. You don't be reporting in the real news. You don't come out and find out the real story. Okay, well,
Hey,
Oprah
Justin.
Winfrey went to Epstein's Island. Barack Obama has a role in P. Diddy's parties. Suge Knight comes up with the new career-ending allegations. Let me tell y'all, they're talking about in this article that Michael Francenzi,
Yeah, the
that I
mob,
played,
the
I still haven't
ex-mob
got to
dude.
finish all of it. But okay, they're saying in the November 13th episode, and I think that was the episode that we watched.
Yeah, that's the one we watched.
Part of it, because that wasn't all
Because
of it.
we just talked about Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we only talked about the Justin Bieber part. But he goes on to reveal things about Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey. Y'all, let me let y'all see. How? How is Suge Knight knowing all of these things from jail? He wasn't even out on the street when Barack Obama was president. So make it make sense to me how he knows anything about Barack Obama in these parties. Okay? Oh, Justin, go sit over there in the corner because you're late. But you was up with me last night, so no, you good. Good morning, Justin. Carrington said, "Geez, did he again?" So how does he know? Do you have a thought on how he knows?
Because his ass was there, so he needs to shut the hell
With
up.
Barack Obama?
No, I'm talking about Suge Knight knows all these things because he probably was there.
He was okay. I'm asking specifically about Barack Obama because I told y'all that some people was going to be collateral damage. Now, Oprah Winfrey and who was the other person he said? Oprah Winfrey.
They said something about TD Jakes too.
Okay. How is he knowing about them people in particular? Oprah Winfrey, okay, I'm gonna give him Oprah because he definitely was around for that. But these other two people, how are he finding? How is it? Do we feel
streets
like,
talk? Yeah.
yeah, but do we feel like he's talking to be relevant, or he's actually knows something? Because there's a whole bunch of things that's said in jail. I mean, you got guilty people saying they innocent.
I don't think he knows firsthand knowledge, right? Like you said, he's in jail. So.
I'm just asking.
This is all on a rumor mill. This is all allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It's like
y'all listen to him. I ain't listening to him on that part, and not because it's Barack Obama. It's simply because he was not here.
Well,
he was not out.
His name is not Barack Obama. His name is Barry Soetoro.
Whatever you want to call him, he wasn't out here.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna put my eggs in his basket with that one. For me, I feel like Suge Knight is mixing a little bit trying to be relevant, because guess what? He's up for parole again next year, and he wants to get out. And if he do, you know, he's gotta put himself in the conversation.
Yeah, he gotta build let's get him on our show, and
right.
He had some paid events,
and now
stuff,
he's seeing from jail that these podcasts is the way to do it because that is what is.
And you know they paying him to get on the show, right?
And why wouldn't they? Because the man is in jail. He need commentary too. He get tired of eating ramen and whatever the jail food is. So he need to make him a ramen pizza sometime.
Ramen pizza.
You ain't see that on Netflix. There's a show, I forgot the name of it, where the
Jail cuisines.
no, the warden wants to leave the jail cells open, so
Oh
he
yeah, I
doesn't
remember you were
experiment
saying something about
to
that.
to do that. And
If
on
they
one of the
police
episodes, the
themselves.
OG showed them how to make a ramen pizza, and everybody was dogging that thing up. So he want to make him some ramen pizzas too. So I'm just saying, um, I'm asking the question. Y'all get in these comments and let us know, how far should we believe Suge? How far? How far should we go and believe in Suge?
You know, since it's a close knit industry, I would like to believe that he probably do know some information about, what went on during his time when he was out. Now, the time that he's been in jail, I'm pretty sure he still probably have contact with the people that, was in those type of circles. So, yeah, Justin, 50-50. I said all that to say 50-50.
No comment, but
50-50.
Justin, like I said, I'm gonna give him the people that he was out here and I feel like he could witness. I'm gonna give him those people.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on those people. But these people that he absolutely don't even know, never even met, ain't even talked to. Mm-mm. I'm not doing it. So I feel like I feel like
Look,
I
Suge
feel
got to
like
eat too.
I
Suge
feel
trying to
like
eat.
he's
He trying to
trying.
get
He's
his.
absolutely look. I feel like he's absolutely trying to set himself up for his own podcast when he come out because
I ain't mad
that's
at
the
him.
money play.
I'm not mad at him, but he probably have way more material to talk about. I mean, not only on Diddy end, but just his experience with Tupac, T-Balls. Remember, T-Balls was with him before she lost her life. Um, it all kinds of people in the music industry, and I'm pretty sure people, even Snoop Dogg, what happened to that relationship? So I'm pretty sure people want to hear what he has to say. So
Child, listen, they better off casting him as Debo in Friday 45.
leave Suge Knight alone.
I
Leave Sugar now.
listen. I absolutely am not here for your shenanigans, Suge. Okay, you a money man. You about making money, and you're getting ready to be up for parole. And you absolutely are thinking in that vein. We gonna see if they give it to you. If they do, I don't get your money. Set yourself up. A podcast absolutely would be some legit money, for you to be able to support yourself when you get out, and that's absolutely what everybody is doing now. So
Yeah.
you are going in the right vein, but like I said, get yourself cast as Debo in Friday 45. I mean, I'm ready to see another Friday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to laugh because
Mm-hmm.
it's getting pretty serious out here.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, so let's go to the next topic because we almost out of here. We can save some of the other stuff for Friday. All right. So Diddy may ask a judge to drop his sex trafficking case because the Bureau of Prisons took pictures of his to-do list. In court Tuesday, didn't I tell y'all he needed to pick another day? So Tuesday, he got a victory.
Oh yeah, Tuesday did.
Tuesday,
He
he got a
did.
victory. I
He got
told
a
y'all
victory. Yeah.
Friday, not his day. So he going back on Friday. So I'm automatically tell you right now, they gave him a
He
win
gonna
to shoot him
lose.
down on Friday. Okay. In court on Tuesday, defense lawyers said a raid on Sean Diddy Combs' jail cell was improper. Photos of Combs' handwritten to-do list should never have been given to prosecutors, the lawyer said. The lawyer said he may now seek dismissal of the case or recusal of the entire prosecution team. Wow.
Wow.
Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs warned they may seek to have his sex trafficking case dismissed because prosecutors caught a glimpse of a handwritten to-do list the rap mogul kept in his Brooklyn jail cell. The to-do list, jotted by Combs on a white legal pad, and now they're going to go on to tell you I'm dead. Legal pad to memorialize jailhouse conversations with his attorneys was secretly photographed and then returned to his cell by Bureau. Oh, this sounds like Shawshank Redemption. A
They
Bureau
wrong for that. They wrong
during
for
a
that.
late October raid. A lawyer for Combs alleged during a hearing in federal court in Manhattan on Tuesday. News that the prosecutors had gained possession of the writings was first revealed this week. The writing on 19 pages from the list are in the heartland of attorney-client material.
It
Oh, he
is.
absolutely going. He gonna win that. They're not
Yeah,
gonna be able to
because they
use
was wrong for that.
evidence.
Yeah, they
So
was
he's
wrong.
gonna win that.
Mhm.
They're gonna throw that out. Now, the recusal of the whole entire prosecution team, I don't know that he's gonna win that. The judge may say, ask who saw it and remove them, because they saw it. But if everybody saw it, I don't know what's gonna happen. But for me, they gave him this win on Tuesday because on Friday they definitely gonna knock him down again. Um, so we're going to see what is going to happen on Friday. Don't forget, he's coming up asking for another bail hearing on this Friday. So we're going to see. With that being said, let's roll into this. Anonymous male celebrity files extortion lawsuit against attorney representing Sean Diddy Combs' accusers. So this is what I was asking you when I said about the what's that man name? Busby. Right?
Busby.
When I said, is that legal? Can he do that?
Yeah, I mean, you're blackmailing at this point.
Extortion at this
Yeah.
point. So an anonymous male celebrity says he is the victim of an extortion scheme and is suing a high-powered Texas attorney who is representing several people in civil lawsuits that accuse Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault. The unnamed plaintiff, described in the lawsuit as a celebrity and public figure who resides in Los Angeles, filed his complaint under a John Doe pseudonym this week in Los Angeles' Superior Court. He has accused Houston-based attorney Tony Busby and his firm of shamelessly attempting to extort exorbitant sums from him or else publicly file wildly false, horrific allegations against him. What'd I tell y'all? I said, can he do that? I said, that's crazy. I mean, that's why I said this man. I told y'all when I saw that man that he looked like a car salesman. Just slimy, especially with this 800 number wants you to call in. That to me was insane.
I
Uh
think he's doing a disservice to the real victims, so,
okay.
and
There
they probably
are
should find another lawyer.
I feel like there are absolutely some legit victims amongst the people that,
Mhm.
he is representing. And I feel like now the court system may take him as a joke if they see him as their lawyer.
Yep.
So I feel like that this is wild. And I asked when he did that if he was able to do that. And now we are seeing uh that somebody that he sent these letters to was like, I know you lying. Oh no, we finna go to court. So I'm gonna be following this because if this person wins, guess what that's gonna do? Open the door for all of the rest of the people to file that he sent these crazy letters to. And I don't know who on that team thought that was a good idea. That was a crazy idea
Mhm.
because just file your stuff and go to court. You came out saying you had evidence, then take it to court.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's wild. What'd you think?
I agree with you. I mean, um, and I'm glad he's countersuing them because you can't just go around just idly threatened people because their name was mentioned or they were in the vicinity of this party and they did no wrong. I think it's a what is it? A cash grab?
A bunny grab?
Yeah, money grab. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do to these celebrities. That had nothing to do with what went on at the party. They would happen to be there, but they probably didn't participate or had nothing to do with it. But since you was there, we just gonna incriminate you or scare you. You scare tag because some people just don't want their name to be out there, and some people probably already paid
I
because they
mean,
just don't want to be associated with it.
right.
So
But was that what they should have done?
I don't think so.
Looking
I don't think so.
at what's about to play out now.
I don't think so, but I can't, get into what their thought process was at the time. Maybe they were just so afraid just to be associated with that type of um story. They didn't want nothing to do with it. So I'm curious to see what the person name is, which celebrity this is.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know that we're gonna find out because he filed under the John Doe pseudonym.
Mhm. And
Um,
he don't need to reveal his name because Tony Busby already know his name.
right, Tony Busby. They know,
Yeah,
everybody on that side
yeah,
knows who it is. Uh, but I am just waiting for. Sorry, y'all, because I'm bringing up something at the same time. I'm waiting for someone else that is saying that they're innocent and they're becoming a casualty to come forward and file their pseudo now that he has done it. And I don't think he will be this celebrity will be the last person to file. And I absolutely feel like we're going to see someone file under their real name because if they didn't do it, they're just going to be like, oh no, I didn't do it. And I don't care that you're trying to associate me with it because I didn't do it.
yeah.
So that's going to be a thing. All right, y'all. This is the last story, and we're gonna get on up out of here. It's still a Diddy story. We're still on Diddy because it's so much. I don't think we ever gonna be finished. This
Done
is
with
the
Diddy.
gift that keeps on giving. As my father used to say, this is the gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-mm.
Um, this story came from the Daily Mail, and it says new Diddy party footage shows debauchery at a birthday bash he threw for Meek Mill at 7.5 million Las Vegas mansion. Y'all, I want to watch this video that they attached to this thing, but I'm scared.
It's just people eating off a naked body.
No, the things that they say that they found after this party is what I'm scared of. Okay. It says Sean Diddy Combs spared no expense to throw his friend, rapper Meek Mill, a blowout 27th birthday party. And DailyMail.com has the exclusive video of the celebration. And what was left behind? Cocaine, half empty bottle of liquor, used condoms, and blood stained bedding was evidence of just how debauched this even was. The bedrooms the following day were disgusting, property manager Jason Haight told the Daily Mail. They were broken bottles of alcohol, used condoms, blood on the beddings, powder, razor blades by the hundreds, lubricant on the dressers and marble floors. I found panties, bras, and even 2 iPhones in the bushes behind the bowling alley. Exotic dancers in masks, curvaceous women in tiny bras, In the main event, a naked woman served up as sushi platter appeared in the video. The day-long party held on May 3rd, 2014, cost Diddy, now 55, a whopping $25,000 in rent alone for the Parisian palace. Child, okay, I got to watch this. Let's see, y'all. Oh, Jesus. Listen, ancestors, be with me right now because I'm having a whole anxiety attack just about to watch this video. Okay, let's see if we can watch it.
It's gonna give you a ad.
Which I don't care about. I just want it to play. Maybe it won't play because God knows my anxiety is. Oof. Let me see if it'll play on X.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm bringing it up in X. If it'll let me. Child. It's 3,000 windows opening now. Oh, Lord. Why did it stop? Listen, that might be God telling us we don't need to see this debauchery. Okay, wait. What?
Let me see if I can find it.
I put it
You
in
sent it in
the.
the chat.
Yeah, I think I sent it in the chat. In our chat. Hold on, I'm gonna try it one more time. This is taking me out. I need to see this now that it don't want me to see it.
Okay, I got it. Hold on. Let me share it.
Let me hit skip ad and see if it's gonna skip it. These big old ads and
Yeah, that's it. You could turn down the music so it won't get copyright. I don't know if it's copyright.
I'm trying to turn off the volume.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, let's see if it'll continue to play. There you go. With the DJ. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not going to eat nothing off nobody's body, all these diseases out here. I know you like.
I've been to a couple of parties where they had, nude models and they have food in their damn bodies.
I'm not eating that.
They do that shit in Detroit.
We still got COVID out here. Y'all lost y'all mind. COVID, mono. Take your pick. I ain't doing
You said COVID mono.
it. You gonna be you gonna be messed up.
Toy Mafia said, "Yo, it all reminds me of Obama."
Toy Mafia, everything reminds you of Obama. We not even having this conversation. But this is the alleged party where the debauchery took place.
But they look like they're just clean fun right there.
Why is what is that man's name? The producer, the one right there. What is his name? Montana, something Montana. Y'all tell me. Y'all get in the comments.
No.
I
I
can't
forget
remember
what
his
his
name, but
name.
he was always with Diddy at every party. Even Diddy threw a birthday party for him. I think I showed that video one time on the show that me and Minion did.
That only proves that he probably blew his booty out.
I'm not doing this. Anyway, this is the party. Y'all see the debauchery that's going on. It just looks like a regular.
It just looked like a regular party.
High society party, but Uh, the stuff that he say they left behind, absolutely not.
Why didn't he take pictures of what they left
And I feel
behind?
like he did,
He
but
didn't
we're not
post
gonna
it, no?
see. I don't want to see that. I feel like he did, but I feel like he
Why
really
you don't
said
want to see
he might get
it?
sued. He might get sued. I definitely don't want him to get sued. Um, but that's all I have. Listen, the runaround on Friday gonna be insane. We got NFL picks, but we also have more news. Yeah, more news. We're gonna talk about Shine. You all remember Shine? He is now a diplomat. He's a politician. Um,
Mhm.
uh,
Mm.
and he's gonna talk about. I have an article where he talks about did he try to pay him $50,000, and he's like, after he got out of jail, he's like, "Are you serious?" So, and he's been talking. Yes, French Montana. That's it.
French Montana, yeah,
French
that's his
Montana.
name.
Now I believe he get his booty blown. Anyway,
See?
okay. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, Shine is now making his rounds on a lot of podcasts and doing a lot of media. Uh, so we're gonna talk about him on Friday. I know for sure. Uh, Candy Burris. I have an article that I want to talk about with her.
Oh, Candy
So,
Burris, okay.
it's a few things that we got. Uh,
Is this
about.
juicy about Candy Burris or not really?
I mean, for me, it's something to talk about. I don't
Okay.
particularly care for her.
Oh, you don't like Candy?
I don't. I ain't. I don't.
Or
I'm not
not,
a fan.
you
I'm not
just
a
don't
fan.
care for her, you
Yeah, I'm
mean?
not a
Okay.
fan.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of her. Even though she was on The Shy, I thought she played a great role on The Shy. While I
Mhm.
think her acting skills were up to par with the rest of the people,
Okay.
because Tabitha Brown did a guest starring role, absolutely blew that out of the water.
Okay.
And was on the caliber with the other. But for me, her role was not even believable. But whatever. Um,
Okay. Okay. She still has a lot of training to do.
yeah, I feel like
Mm.
if that's something she wants to do, I feel like there were portions of it that she was really good at.
Mhm.
Scenes that she really took over and was really good at. I feel like she needs to absolutely take some acting classes if she's serious, and especially with the twins. Tasha, I forgot their last name, but the twins, they do a lot of acting classes with people. And so I feel like she really needs to dive into that if that's what she wants to do. But she needs to take it seriously and stop acting like because she's a part of Escape and she's a music producer that she should just automatically be getting these roles. No. And people need to stop giving them to her. They need to tell her, hey, you need to take some classes, and take this serious if that's what you want to do. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it.
Mhm.
Listen, super producer, absolutely wishes nothing but blessings for your life. Thank you to everybody that tuned in this morning. Hope we gave you a little bit of entertainment while you're at work or, getting ready for your day. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Uh, let's see. We can talk about Deion Sanders' son and how that the Heisman Trophy may go to somewhere else due to he's in. Listen, he absolutely should not even be considered because ain't no way you filing for bankruptcy at your young age because you don't want to pay somebody and you out there making all. Oh, Justin, we're gonna talk about it because I'm deeply
So he's
disturbed.
filing for bankruptcy?
We did this story. He's filing. No, we didn't. I did it
Mhm.
on a different show. He is filing for bankruptcy
Mhm.
uh in order to avoid paying his former bodyguard. His former bodyguard got hurt protecting him at school and hurt his back. And
And Dion needs to check his son about that. That's not what you do.
girl, not
That's
just
not what you
Dion, the
do.
mama too.
Who's
He
his
need to pay that
mama?
man. Huh?
Who's their
I
mama?
think Pilar is his mama,
Okay.
if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Um,
Yeah, they need to check him
they
about
need
that.
to
You
pay
pay
that man.
your debts. You
But
pay
that
your
man have a
debts.
family. He got hurt protecting you. It ain't
Yeah.
like he was, doing something off the clock. He actually got
And but
hurt.
that shows how, you beneath me, you're not worth that all that shows us how Dion is raising them. Oh, these people are beneath me.
And this is
That's
why
what I see.
and this
you
is
know.
why the people from overseas don't have no respect for us.
Mhm.
Justin, we will absolutely talk about that. And you all, if you have any suggestions or things you want us to talk
Yeah,
about, put them in
put
the
it in the
comments.
chat.
Send us a message. Come to this video after
Mhm.
it's
On the
over.
replay.
Leave a message
Mhm.
and say, "Hey, can y'all talk about this?" And we definitely will get into the tea. Okay,
Mhm.
I will do that. So y'all have, in the words of Tabitha Brown, the most amazing day. And if you can't, don't you go messing up nobody else's. Stay your ass at home. As super producer said that last part, stay your ass at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they talking about Dion now being the coach of the Cowboys. I almost said something that was totally racist. I wanted to say Negro, please. Anyway, let me get off here because I'm about
Jerry
to.
Jones probably
I'm
know
about to
his junk size.
okay, I'm about to do this. Y'all have a good day.